Hello.
How you doing, Oshiera?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
Quite well. There's
Oh, that's good
some things I wanted to share with you.
news. Okay.
And you sound excited and happy. What the fuck?
I'm just having a day today.
Yeah?
I don't know, man.
All right. Well, okay.
Should I
Well,
not be happy?
no, it's just
I can be pissed off.
well, I feel like the last time I
You know.
talked to you, you sounded miserable. So that's a good change of pace, I guess.
Well, here's the secret, right? Is I'm always miserable, but if I smile through the, miserableness, maybe it
Yeah.
won't be as bad.
Yeah. You know what? That's actually a very fair point. I wanted to catch up with you on some things. We could probably talk about it over the phone. It's not, a lot.
Yeah, sure. I don't care either way.
It came to my attention. Well, first off, I don't know who the fuck I'm gonna bring this to because Barrett's never gonna be interested in the plague shit. And then you told me about the doc stuff, him being like on a golf course now. And who the fuck else, right? You know what you told me about the cure, right? The Ember? Well, apparently there's a lot of that going around. And
Of the cure?
yes.
Or just stupidity, because that's also plentiful.
That is true as well. But apparently there's reading material associated with it. And the side effect, this is unverified, right? I trust the source in that there is reading material, not necessarily whether that reading material is accurate. You with me?
Oh yeah, I've read it.
The mind control shit?
To me it feels just the way it's written, it feels very fictional. I don't know how else to explain it. Like the way I read it, it just felt like it just wasn't really everything else I've been given that's has a little bit more like factual basis, reads like it's more factually accurate.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I don't know, this felt like more like I was reading a story personally. That's just my take on it.
You're saying fictional, but there's a fucking like, you know, we're dealing with fucking hocus pocus. You know what I mean?
I mean, you got a point. I can't say for sure. Obviously, like I'm not the one that read it or not read it. Excuse me, wrote it. So I don't
know. Yeah, the bit that has me raising an eyebrow is certainly number one. That lighthouse is plagued with everyone and their mother, right?
Oh yeah.
And I've also been hearing that there's fake cures.
Thank you so much. Okay, interesting.
And fake plagues. I don't know what that means, but I've got that. Then this is so. In other words, what I'm trying to say is, I don't know the validity of this. And if there was a cure and it was being given by fucking Plaguemeister himself, well, then why the fuck would he publish a book saying that is mind control? It doesn't pass the smell test.
Yeah, that doesn't really add up.
Yeah. But apparently these things were found together. So in other words, there was the book and simultaneously the cure was given. So, Mr. Smith would have seen it. And you would think he would have brought it up, but anyways.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah. Okay. Do you hear about Arcadia?
No. What happened to Arcadia?
She stepped down.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% surprised.
So hopefully there might be a little bit of change of leadership. Hoping Grayson gets put in that spot. I think
yeah, I mean, I think I'm always on board for a change of leadership. I think it's very beneficial.
All right. Well, anyways, yeah, that's all I wanted to bring up. I heard this news and it kind of like, I don't fucking know. In the back of my mind, I don't believe this plague is real, but then I hear all this. Well, I know it's real, but is it actually contagious type shit? But if we're not taking that shit serious, I don't know what's up and I don't know what's fucking down. And now fucking Princess is running for... what's your thoughts on Princess running? Because I'm going to be honest, we're fucked.
I have a lot of opinions on Princess.
Yeah? Okay. Well,
she's sweet, okay? And that's all great and dandy, but my God, she runs her mouth. Holy shit. I am... For someone who has come to give police information and has stated so many times that she has to be precarious on how she delivers information because it could get her in trouble, blah, blah, blah. I am genuinely dumbfounded how she is not actively being hunted by multiple people.
I agree. I think simultaneously I'm dumbfounded she hasn't been hit with felony obstruction of justice.
Oh, yep. Trust me. The amount of times she would tell PD like, oh, well, I don't know if I can trust like giving you this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, you need to though. You can't just be like, I have information, but I'm not giving it to you. That's not how that works.
I don't think people have to, unfortunately.
No, but if you're what I mean is like if you are intentionally withholding information, that's one thing. If you go and tell someone, hey, I have this information to give you, that's a police officer, but then you tell them, but I can't tell you or I'm not going to tell you. It's like,
God.
Okay.
That is fucking crazy.
Yeah, which she has done multiple times.
Hey, thank you. That is... sorry, one second. Hey, we'll chat soon, yeah? That I believe.
Yeah, there's a difference in like just willingly not providing any information and then saying you have information and actively not giving it while you're giving other information. That's not... You're gonna get yourself fucked on that one.
Yeah, yep. I've got my own concern. I mean, I think that's a big part of my concern. Mostly surrounding this plague shit, right? And the means by which she was procuring information. The reason why I lean on obstruction is like, okay, fine, she is afraid of giving it, but if you're outwardly trying to seek that information by interfacing with suspects while having privileged information that's been released to us in the government, you're, who knows what the fuck's being said in that conversation, right? Like, hey, Mr.
Well,
Plague
you're not
Doctor,
an active like police officer that's working or operating under an investigative like purpose.
You want to hear something even more cooked?
Oh, please.
Well, so EMS has been overstepping for a minute.
Oh yeah.
And this got brought to my attention about a month ago. And the way it was subverted was via the inference that the chief of EMS does not have a boss, right? They're like appointed by the feds or some shit, which I don't believe for a second that's true because it's fucking Sama's in the Constitution, right? Expanding on that, the board has been trying to convince the head of Sama of that. The problem is to fight against that is almost impossible because you never see the board around, right? But if they're driving, so where I'm going with this is she's EMS now. So she sees all the 311s.
Of course.
So it's actually kind of crazy. I think that's my next battle. Call me crazy. I almost wanted to run as a meme for the Northern Mayor and just take both seats for at least the next month and a half. But I then realized I don't want the misery. And I may actually be supporting Eugene Zuckerberg as much as that might seem insane. Because at least I know what Eugene's going to do.
Yeah, Eugene's pretty, like, black and white on his shit, so...
Yeah. You're going to know what you can tell him. You're going to know if he says that he's going to jump, he's probably going to jump, right?
No, 100%.
But Princess, especially when it comes to sensitive matters, she's going to do whatever the last person that she spoke to suggests she does.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, hands down.
Yeah. Well, shit. Well,
I don't trust her whatsoever. The second that she started withholding information from, like, the PD and marshals, I instantly had red flags.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. Listen, I'm more connected than she is, and I tell you guys shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking know. Well, when you were a marshal, that is.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, fuck. Well, that's all I had. But it sounds like you already know. So.
Yeah, the princess shit doesn't surprise me whatsoever. Fucking ever. It's pretty like. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, it's what are you gonna do? You know.
Yeah, it's hella unfortunate, but like. The issue that I see, and I mean, granted, like I don't really think this is anything that anybody can exactly fix, but like no one, when she is giving information and no one is like fact checking at all. They're just 100% believing her off of whatever she says, and that's it.
I don't think there's a lot of people that actually believe or trust her. I think it's a very small segment of the state.
I mean, unfortunately, it only takes one officer to believe anything she says, and it can fuck over anybody. Like, that's the issue, right? Like at least on a PD stance, like, if they believe what she says at face value, it could fuck over God knows who.
PD does not believe her. At least LSPD.
Both? I must have like both PDs? Because I'm pretty sure she's pretty cozy with Charlotte Spade.
Okay, Spade's a dumb fuck. Just off the bat. I mean, I'm so like, okay, we share very similar opinions about BCSO investigators. Yeah, I mean, they're not exactly, you know, what have they produced? I don't know. Like, people have a lot of negativity towards Erin as an example, right? But she goes to court. She doesn't sleep through court cases. Like, I mean, at least she's pushing things in a direction. The only thing I've seen Snoopy, fucking, there was another Bruce and Spade do is just make themselves look like dumb fucks in front of everybody. You know? So, I mean.
Well, 100%.
I don't know what makes them investigators if it's not producing anything. It just
all they do is just write reports. That's literally all they fucking do. It's all I've watched them do. They don't do anything productive whatsoever, and they call themselves an investigative unit.
Yeah, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like professional tea sippers. Like, what's the difference between her and Peach? Like, Peach is
nothing.
It's the same shit, except Peach is likable. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Well, fuck. All right. Well, hey, if I come across anything, I'll let you know. The why? Who the fuck am I gonna go to? You know what I mean? Is everyone gonna solve this shit? Probably not. I ran into him, by the way.
Really?
After our meeting, like 30 minutes later, I thought this guy was fucking Bailey. So then the next day, I pull up my MDT and the top profile had his face on it. I'm like, oh shit, that's the motherfucker from the book. He said his name was Smith. I didn't you know what I mean? I didn't like connect the things together.
Yep, no, that's him.
Yeah. Jesus. Anyways. All right. Well. All right, Shira. I'm gonna get to going. If you ever need anything, let me know.
Yeah, for sure. I think at some point, I think we should talk about, you know, maybe some job opportunities or whatnot if you've got any available.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a good idea.
I gotta find some way to take my future somewhere. So.
Hey, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Next time you're around, let's just I don't know, let's just sit down and chat about it for a bit.
We'll do. Let's say tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow probably around this time, if that's okay with you.
I can try to. If we can go a little bit earlier, I should be good.
I will do my best. No promises.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Worst case, I can always grab you some other time during this week or next week. It's not a big rush.
Easy. All right.
Awesome. Well, you have a good one, Nino.
You as well.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Hey, Oshiera, do you want to sell guns? Wait, chat. We will have gotten the trifecta. Ex-Marshal. We had a Justice.